Good morning. This is Melissa, Mother Lover for Life, 100%, coming to you from the big metropolis of Des Moines in a parking lot near the trees. So I hope all of you are having a good morning. I'm going to be doing the Sacred Path cards today to help us walk this sacred path and this red road together, hand in hand. This morning I'm going to be doing the Sacred Mountain spread. The Sacred Mountain is the place of inner knowing and proper perspective. The sacred mountain of our ancestors is not a physical place. It is a place of balance that exists within the sacred space of each individual. To reach this place of wisdom and enlightenment, balanced with faith, trust, innocence, and courage, you must climb the mountain and the hills of your own limitations and conquer the fears that keep you from knowing. When the challenges are many and the path is crooked, you may feel confused or temporarily lost. In such times, the Sacred Mountain Spread is the tool that will aid you in seeing the truth from the perspective of the eagle. In freedom and from above, the overall significance is clearly put into perspective. The spread is what I call a working spread, because you must climb to the top using your own courage and strength rather than being carried by someone else. If the going is getting tough and you are willing to confront the limitation you have set in your own path, this is the spread to use. The first four cards represent the areas of creativity open to you where you have set limitations or denial. The Sacred Mountain card is the reward at the end of the climb or the gift you will attain by completing the journey. So this is what the spread looks like. It's a 5-card spread. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of... So the middle card is the lesson you need to find for personal freedom. That's the Sacred Mountain card. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these cards. And I hope all of you are focusing on something positive this morning to get your day started off right. That always seems to get me started off in a better mental attitude when I start with something positive to have a focus for the day. It gives me encouragement and a goal to shoot for in the midst of chaos and insecurity and, life struggles, which we all have. Some of us more than others, and during certain periods of our life, we are really challenged to dig deep and pull from our own knowing. I feel like Spirit, it's made me focus on knowing that I am intuitive, that I am an emotional empath, and that I have many, many gifts that Great Mystery has given to me that are not to be used without wisdom and thought and heart. I would not be given these gifts if it wasn't so. I would not have been entrusted with the things that I know, and I do have a lot of gifts. So I'm grateful for those gifts, and I try not to use them poorly. I'm grateful for the gifts that I've been given. Sometimes it feels scary, because sometimes it's scary to know these things, but I do have a sense of peace within my heart, even though I am going through, some upheaval in my life. It's sending me in a different direction, which is good. But yeah, like I said the other day, there is life after disaster. Sometimes it's the best thing that can happen in our life. Great Mystery slams 3 doors and opens up a whole new door, and that is the door that we're meant to go to or go through. If we're able to see past the failures. If you never failed, you'd never learn anything. Mistakes is how we learn. It's how we build up contrast in our life to what we do and do not want. And unfortunately, it's taken me a lot of pain to get to that place. I've had a lot of good and bad experiences in life. And I think the toughest times are where I learn the most. To draw upon my own strength and rely upon Great Mystery more, and my own internal knowing taught me to trust myself and my own gut instincts and my own heart connection that I have to other people and the bonds that I've had with others. So, but I've always worked really hard in the spiritual realm because I know the physical is just not really reality. I know the battles I fight are with heavenly power players, and I am deeply connected to them with my heart. So I always say things are always working out for me, and people get sick of hearing that because they don't believe it, but they are. I believe it with all my heart. So go ahead and shuffle these cards one more time, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. I'm going to go mow a yard today. It's starting to get hot already. Hopefully the moisture's burning off the evaporating from the grass. And I'm going to go make me a little bit of money today, have a little change in my pocket. But I'm getting to do the things that I love to do, and I love to share my gifts with you. That's what I was meant to do on this earth, is bring light and hope and honesty, and share a message that there is life after disaster, grief, misery, pain. And a lot of mine has been self-inflicted due to feelings of unworthiness. So I want to share with the world that you are worthy and you're beautiful, and that's the way you were made. Never doubt yourself. Always go for what you love. If it comes too hard, then it's not meant to be. Quit beating your head against the wall. I did that for years. It sucks. So I'm going to draw 5 cards, and we'll go ahead and get the Sacred Mountain spread laid out here. Let's see what Great Mystery has to share with us for the message for myself and the collective. There's a lot of beauty to be shared in this world. If we are willing to see the beauty within ourselves, then the world becomes a lot more beautiful, because you're feeling beautiful on the inside. Okay, got 5 cards drawn. Oops. Well, we'll just set that. Excuse me. I'm dropping things this morning. So, the first card. The first card appears in the east and signifies the lesson needed to remove any present limitations. This is the place of the golden door that leads to all other levels of awareness. No matter what card appears in this position, you are being asked to look at what you feel you cannot achieve in this card's lesson. Hence, your limitation is made clear for you. So I drew fire, medicine, spontaneity, and passion. And I am a fire sign. I am a fire sign. And so this is lesson needed to remove present limitation. So I love spontaneity. Sometimes it's scary as hell to be spontaneous, but I'm a very passionate person. You just have to jump for it with no fear, and know that Great Mystery, God, whatever you want to call it, is there to catch you every time. And I know this because I've had these experiences before. Sacred fire within us, place of eternal flame, burn away the barriers in Great Mystery's name. Teach us warmth and goodness, the love of Grandfather Sun, melting every difference until we are truly one. Fire is one of the 4 clan chiefs of Mother Earth Mother's world. Air, earth, water, and fire are the elements that regulate the weather, the composition of matter, energy, space, and time. There are 6 forms of fire. The warmth of a fire is a basic part of the human. I got a huge black ant on my arm. Excuse me. 2-leggeds make up. We have been taught that Grandfather's Sun was the warmth of the first world that became manifest after creation, and he represented the love of Great Mystery for all of Earth's children. We disconnect from our Earth Mother. This union of two fires will not be able to feed our bodies the fire medicine we need. We may become, if we don't feed our bodies the fire medicine that we need, we may become ill. I have seen this happen to many people in the cities who must guard themselves through shutting off any external stimulus in order to survive the noise pollution or unwanted attention of those whom they do not wish to know. When the external stimulus is shut off, so is the connection to Earth Mother. The boundaries of people's sacred space become very small. Their natural roots, which draw energy from the Earth Mother's internal fire, cannot feed their bodies with her nurturing. This type of contraction breeds mistrust and the feelings of separateness and eventually spread from the mind to the body, creating a disjointed sense of self. Dis-ease will set in and can only be healed through the warmth of reconnection to Mother Earth. So that's what I've been doing, is reconnecting with Mother Earth, and I feel much better. If fire medicine has appeared in your cards today, you are being asked to acknowledge the fire within. Your spontaneity for living depends upon your connection to fire. You can support your passion for living through acknowledging all of the good medicine present in your life. Here comes a little squinty right behind the camera. Your ability to create adventure and excitement comes from your willingness to give yourself pleasure and joy. All that is needed to continue the passion is to decide you are worthy and proceed. If you have any judgments about passion on the physical level, it may be time to clear them. All acts of life are sacred when treated in a respectful manner. Any old fears of intimacy or commitment can act as limitations to relationships. If this applies to you, clear the fear. As the fear leaves, so will the coldness of past hurts, and you will be ready for more rewarding future, ow, darn ant's biting me, future relationships. In all cases, fire medicine insists that we use fire within to fuel our lives with energy. This energy comes from Mother Earth's passionate physicality and the grandfather-son spontaneous love. When we are in balance, this divine union sparks our natural desire for experiencing life. If the spontaneity is already happening to you, continue. And I feel like it is. So that's a good card for me to start out my morning, and that reminds me to be spontaneous and enjoy the passion of spontaneity in my life, because that's where, great mystery surprises me the most. If I can look past the limitations that appear physically in my life, I know spiritually everything's going to be okay, regardless of what's going on in my physical world. That's part of the illusion. So, number 2, the lesson needed to restore your trust. The second card appears in the south and represents the lesson needed to restore your trust. The south card is also where you limit the faith you once had as a child, where you need to handle your ego, or where you need to heal the hurt of being betrayed after you trusted. The second card may also reveal if you have become a whining, childlike victim instead of the courageous child that saw the world as an adventure. So, number 2, lesson needed to restore trust. This is Heyoka, which I feel that I am a Heyoka. Humor and opposites, the little jokester, the little trickster. 22, 22 is my birthday is next month on the 22nd. 22 is a master builder number. So I'm building some really cool stuff. And I know I've been drawing in my spirit tribe for quite some time now. I'm calling them in. Ahoy, Heyoka. Make me laugh so I may be human again. Allow me to see my crooked path and the trickster as my friend. Ahoy, Heyoka. How contrary you can be, yet you make me learn. Ahoy, Heyoka. The joke's on me, but next time it's your turn. The Heyoka is a contrary clown that holds total wisdom and teaches the people through laughter and opposites. This sacred trickster is one who makes you wonder if what they are saying or doing is actually correct, thereby making you think and figure it out for yourself. The Heyoka is known for creating lessons at the expense of another's seriousness. Laughter is the ultimate lesson that breaks the bonds that destroy balance in people. If the Heyoka is successful, all is taken in good fun, and the bonds of old habits that are no longer helpful are broken. If the trickster has appeared on your horizon, you are in for a barrel of laughs. You may be doing exactly the opposite of what you need to be doing and are about to get busted for it. Stop leaking your creative energy on other people's problems or high drama. Stop being so serious and crack a smile, or Coyote will dog your dreams. There's kiddos trying to catch butterflies. Oh, are you? They got a frog. Where did you catch that?
At the lake.
Cool. I caught a little tiny baby one this big. It was a tree frog.
Oh, but I have a tree frog.
See? This is spontaneity of life. These kids are chasing this frog down with a net in the parking lot. I'm doing my video today. I'm doing a YouTube video. Hello, do you want to say hi to the people? Come here. Come here. Say hello.
Hi.
You can't see, they can't see you. Come this way farther. Say hello.
Hi.
They're out playing with frogs. Thank you. What's your name?
Theo.
Huh?
Theo X.
Xavier?
Yes.
Beautiful. Xavier just said hello to you. So that's the spontaneity of life. They're chasing frogs in the parking lot. Well, thank you for being in my video. Have a good day. Woo, he's a good jumper. Yeah. I used to play with frogs when I was little too. I loved them. They were my buddies. So, okay, I'm going to read to these people now, okay? Can you go chase your frog?
But that was how I got it.
I know, but you'll have to share. You better get him some water. He's probably needs to be wet. Froggies like water. Anyway, let's move on. That's how interesting. That goes for everyone. So don't let getting poop. Yeah, you probably need some water. You are a good listener. That goes for everyone. So don't let getting pooped on get you down. Learning through laughter or opposites can be fun. The keynote to the Heyoka card is lighten up and start balancing the sacredness with irreverence. If you're just being stubborn, it may be time to create a contrary lesson that will force you to crack a smile or trick you into going into the cracking universe to find out what's really important. So that was 22 Heyoka South card, lesson needed to restore trust. That is having hanging out with the kids. That always helps. So that's a beautiful card for me this morning. It makes me laugh. I'm out here doing my video and I love kids, so that was fun. The third card appears in the West and points out the lesson needed to find your personal truth. The West card may also imply that there is a limitation you have put on yourself regarding your ability to know what is right for you. And lesson needed to find personal truths. This is Vision Quest. This is the card I drew. So Vision Quest. 3. Seeking and finding. Oh, they're okay. They already said hi. They're on my video. Yeah. I said they need to get their froggy some water. Okay, so lesson needed to find personal truths. This is the third card. So Vision Quest, number 3. I was kind of losing my place here. Yes, these are life's experiences. You just have to roll with it. I usually do my videos in the park where I'm alone. Sometimes it can be fun to, have something break in. Just go with it. So, Vision Quest. High upon sacred mountain, with unrestricted view, the clarity of vision comes to us anew. Direction with purpose, great mystery will bring, excuse me, strong medicine allies to grace our medicine dreams. The Vision Quest is one of the oldest tools used by tribal people to seek direction for life. Under the guidance of a medicine person, the seeker is sent to a remote location to fast and pray for 3 or 4 days. The result of this activity, which is called going on the hill by the Sioux, is a fuller understanding of your place or pathway in the world. Great Mystery gives the sacred medicine helpers permission to come in vision form to the person who is Vision questing. The spirit of the animal, tree, stone, moon, stars, or ancestor who appears will be an ally or guide during that seeker's earth walk and will protect that person's sacred path. The Vision Quest card speaks of a time of new directions or strengthening of the present path based on personal truth. Sometimes to find the truth, it is necessary to enter the silence and remove personal confusion. In other instances, it is necessary to actually go on a vision quest. This card tells you that the course of your life needs to be clarified through vision. It is now time to ask for assistance from the allies and or ancestors so that your choices will be reinforced with their wisdom and assistance. Seeking your personal answers is the keynote. Trusting those feelings and following them with action is the way to find the truth. To accomplish this, you must release confusion and doubt, then proceed by allowing the truth to emerge. Remember, in seeking, you are always asking for answers. Be willing to accept and recognize the truth when it comes to you. Recognition and acceptance always precede inner knowing. So that was lesson to find personal truths. A vision quest. And I feel like I have been on a vision quest. Excuse me. The fourth card is the North and represents the lesson that will assist you in acknowledging your personal talents or gifts. If you are taking your gifts, talents, and abilities and material possessions for granted, you may be limiting the future gifts from the field of plenty because you shun the beauty of the ones you have. I've learned that lesson. It's painful, just to warn you. So, 32, and I just drew this one the other day. This is the lesson needed to acknowledge personal gifts or talents. Your own internal rhythm and timing, your internal drum beat, your heartbeat. So 32, and like I said, I march to a beat of my own drum. Drum that marks the heartbeat of our Mother Earth, constantly reminding us of who gave us birth. The rhythm of connection, pulse of flame and fire, the perfect reflection of my heart's desires. The drum came to the children of Earth during the Second World, which was the first ice age. It was a time that clans and families gathered around the new discovery of fire and shared its warmth in unity. During the long winters inside the caves, it was necessary to pass the time working on tools to be used during the spring, as well as dancing, making music, and performing ceremonies. The drum gave a low, resonant and sound that built the energy to a heightened state of frenzy as the stories of victorious hunts were acted out before the fire. When a sense of nurturing connection to the Earth Mother is strong in a person, the trust factor is present, and that person has a better chance of successful journeying. Native Americans have always lived in harmony with the Earth Mother, as have tribal peoples of the other four races. The sense of belonging to the earth and being of the earth is a natural way has enabled the medicine people to see other worlds with ease. If the talking drum has spoken to you, you are being asked to find your own internal timing. You may be pushing too hard or missing a beat. In any case, being out of sync calls for realignment with the body's needs. Rhythm is a personal thing. To honor your own rhythm is to come back into harmony with the self. From this point, personal comfort allows you to harmonize with other rhythms of life. The drum also speaks of allowing yourself to be supported by Mother Earth's heartbeat. That is to say, your mind may be outdistancing what your body can handle, and the body cannot pull needed energy from the earth because it is trying to keep up with your thoughts. If this applies, you're missing a beat. Slow down and rediscover the heartbeat of your true mother. Then the synchronicity of your movements will be effortless. In all cases, rhythm is the key. Become aware of all rhythms and see how yours fits in. If it feels right, you become the music, and the dance you are dancing becomes a celebration of life. And that's what I feel like I'm doing. I'm celebrating life. This is my dance. So that was the lesson needed to acknowledge personal gifts or talents. Your internal timing. The fifth card The Sacred Mountain card represents the lesson needed to find personal freedom. In letting go of the limitation you have placed in your own path, the choices are now clear. The path of inner knowing and balance, high on top of Sacred Mountain, is now accessible because you have confronted the fear and self-limitation. Now it's time to bask in the beauty of unlimited view. And this is the lesson needed to find personal freedom. This is the 5th card, and this is the giveaway ceremony. 43. Release. So, I'm allowing Great Mystery to remove the things that are no longer serving in my life. Bad habits, associates. I've been drawing this one quite a bit. Sometimes we cling on to things that are no longer serving purpose in our life for the good. And it's really hard to let those people, places, and things go. I've really struggled with that because I have a heart bond and connection with people, and they're not always well. And sometimes you have to walk away from people that are no longer journeying on the same path that you're on. And that's been a challenge for me. Excuse me. So this is our gift to personal freedom, the lesson needed to find personal freedom, giveaway. Aho, child of earth, do you know the secret of the giveaway? The more you release, the more you receive, for that is nature's way. Aho, child of earth, do you believe in reaping what you sow? A drop of wisdom will bring the truth, and you will truly know. One of the most important ceremonies in Native American teachings is the giveaway, or potlatch ceremony. In this ritual, giving away of useful or loved possessions is a form of sharing with others. It is also a sign that the giver is willing to make a sacrifice and surrender a gift to another person without attachment or regret. The Native understanding of sacrifice originally meant to make sacred. The teachings of the giveaway are basic to Native understanding. Many other lessons are learned each time one has the opportunity to share and is faced with personal feelings that arise when a decision to give away is made. As we free ourselves from the need to give with strings attached, or the regret that sometimes follows, we are able to release our spirits and allow them to soar beyond the limited understanding of our former selves. The giveaway card, it spells relief through release. Don't get stuck holding on to anything that no longer serves you. Associates, ideas, habits, and belongings that may need to go at this time. Attachments to attitudes like needing to be needed or liked may no longer serve either. You are being asked to share what you can and give away something that can help someone else, or just let go. Don't hold on so tight. The natural flow of life is squelched when you insist on total control. You hear the cardinal singing to us. In all cases, the giveaway card tells us to release any bond that makes us captives of our own creation. In doing so, we can spread our wings and fly. Remember that generosity is a talent and a virtue that comes from dropping the fear of scarcity and from trusting Great Mystery. And everything seems to work out for me when I trust Great Mystery. And sometimes I've had to give away a lot. A lot of things that I thought were important that aren't. Not truly, when I really think about that and open my heart to see with my spiritual eye instead of my eyeballs, because sometimes this world can trick you into thinking that physical objects, people, places, and things are more important. And then you get, I call it God smacked, and you realize that what you thought you wanted really isn't what you needed, and you're being set on a different path. And there is life after disaster, or when you feel like your whole world is, the shit's hit the fan and you don't want to go on, you can't go on. I'm here to tell you, you can, it's possible. I'm a miracle. So if I can do it, anybody can, and I didn't do it alone. Great Mysteries helped me walk the path that I've walked, and I've spoken to animals, birds. Animals talk to me. I'm an animal whisperer. I have many, many gifts that I've been blessed with, and I'm grateful for those today, and I try to share those gifts with people because I thought I was a weirdo most of my life, and I think that's part of the illusion too. That way we're forced to see our beauty And I'm grateful to be able to share that with all of you today and walk in beauty instead of the crooked path that I have been on before. And I'm grateful to be a bridge between the crooked path and the Great Red Road. And I hope all of you have a beautiful, blessed day, and get out in nature and find some peace in your life inside of you, and go out and share that with the world. Peace. Have a good day. Mother Lover out.